Today and welcome back to Weekend Edition. This is Rehash, where we recap the big stories of the weekend. As you can see, I have a different cast this week, and our topic is Giving Tuesday. So Marie, tell us about Giving Tuesday.
Well, Giving Tuesday is a global initiative. It was started in New York 4 years ago, and the whole theme behind it is that there's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then Giving Tuesday. And whereas the other 2 days after Thanksgiving are supposed to be about shopping, spending, this is about giving back. And so there's a lot of NBC and CBS affiliates that participate around the country. I think 68 countries total actually participate in this. So last year we decided to get involved. It's something that's very social media based. And because we do so much for the KUAM Care Force, we thought it would be a good way to get involved. And so this year we try to up the ante, if you will, and participate even more and do what I guess you could consider a Giving Tuesday marathon, which everybody in the company participated in. So it was a lot of fun and felt really good to do a lot for the community.
So actually the morning started off with Chris.
Yeah, I think last year when we did Giving Tuesday, the first one, it really made a splash. And, I'm really close to Mount Carmel. My son goes there. And I actually had Mount Carmel call me up and they said, hey, Chris, how do we get involved with this Giving Tuesday? I mean, we saw what you did last year with a Fill the Fiat, and that was kind of like my task, was like I wanted to get toy donations for our ongoing annual holiday toy drive, and the response from Mount Carmel was amazing. We call it Fill the Fiat, and we actually overfilled the Fiat on like the first stop. And, talking to Principal Millie, who I went to school with, she said, Chris, we asked these kids bring a new unwrapped toy, and on Giving Tuesday, kids were coming in with like 2 toys, 3 toys, 4 toys, and I think they really grasp the meaning behind it. And you got to start them young, and having kids that young understand what Giving Tuesday and just giving in general is all about. It really touched me right here. And we had a donation from the Onodera family in Sinahanya, and they wanted to get involved too. And Speaker Wampat's office, the speaker was off island, and the staff actually scrambled and put together a really generous donation. And the whole day it just kept reminding me of that. Sometimes you give up on society, but to see that people really want to give back and not give up, it really just kind of choked me up.
And the giving continued with the sales team.
Yes, we had actually the business community really, they were generous with Papa John's and Jamaican Grill. They donated, and Wendy's and Cold Stone. They donated food for Chameleon Caradot.
And how was that? I wasn't able to do that because we were actually producing the news for 6 p.m.
It was really nice. It was nice, and they were very grateful. I just got an email from Mrs. Tita Tenorio, who heads up the Camel and Caradot, and they were just overwhelmed with gratitude for what we did for the community that comes to be fed nightly.
Nice. And then Jason too had the blanket.
Blanket.
He spearheaded the blanket donation.
That was something he kind of spearheaded when we were trying to make our plans. Chris did the toy sales. They helped with the food, but Jason said, let's do something that gives warmth and comfort. So we started to brainstorm about what we could do, and he came up with this blanket drive, which was completely funded by the employees of KUAM. We purchased blankets for the pediatric wards of GRMC and GMH, and then went and delivered them, and they were so grateful. I mean, the whole thing about giving a blanket, I guess what he said was that it provides symbolically and literally warmth
over the holiday season. And myself, we all participated in the St. Dominic's caroling.
Thank God we have singers like you on our staff.
No, I'm kidding, and we all brought our shakers.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of my favorite events that we do here annually at KUAM. Not just for Giving Tuesday, but we do this every year. Even though we need to update our playlist, maybe.
But the number who love the Chamorro Christmas.
They did. They really did.
I start mumbling all the verses, the Chamorro verses. But anything else we'd like to add about Giving Tuesday?
I'd like to thank the people that did donate food. Starting off with Wendy's and Cold Stone. Senator Frank Uggin's office donated chicken, and Speaker Juan Pat and Papa John's and Jamaican Grill. Nice. I'd like to thank them.
Yeah, we hope that more people get involved next year. I mean, it's a simple campaign. #Giving Tuesday. Anything you can do.
Okay, thanks so much, guys, for sitting in today. If you have any stories you'd like the reporters here at KUAM to cover, you can email us at reporters@KUAM. More when Weekend Edition returns.